My dear, a very good afternoon, my dear fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. My name is Good afternoon. My name is Ravindra, and I will be the Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. First of all, start with the few ground rules. Please switch off your mobiles or keep them in silent mode. While speaker is speaking, never move in or move out of the room. And the more important rule is let us treat each other with love and courtesy. And everyone in our lives have goals. So likewise, in Oracle, in Toastmasters also we have a goal, that is to provide positive and learning experience for the fellow Toastmasters, which improves their communication skills and leadership skills. So, and as I said, this is the 484th Oracle Trailblazer Toastmasters, and we have completed 484 sessions. So for that, let us give a big round of applause. So with that, I would like to welcome our president of our club, who is very energetic and enthusiastic and encouraging each and every one of us to take up the roles.
Ravindra, just sorry to interrupt. Shalu would be the one presiding.
Yeah, sure. Thank you for
So
telling
the
me.
same introduction also applies to him anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to welcome our today's president and also who is area director. So I would like to welcome Toastmaster Shailu.
Thank you so much, Sergeant Tam Toastmaster Ravindra. Can we have a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Ravindra? I welcome you all to the 484th meeting of Oracle Trailblazers Toastmasters Club. Thank you for all your efforts and hard work that we are here at the 484th meeting. It really means a lot for our club. Thank you so much for joining. And I can see a lot many guests here today. Can we have a quick guest introduction? Can we start with Himanshu? Himanshu, would you like to unmute yourself? Or if you want, you can turn on your video and just share some facts about you.
Yeah, sure. Hi everyone, this is Himanshu Tiwari. I'm basically from analytics team. The provisioning which actually provides the works as the platform team for the analytics, and I'm from the automation team where we provide support for the quality team to provide the tools so that they can do the validation more fast and efficient. I have joined Oracle on 17th of August 20, before I think during the COVID itself. So since then I was mostly in working from home, but now I started going office like not very frequently, but at least a day in a week. Actually interested in I got to know this kind of club is going on where we can improve our skills and the leadership skills. So I'm really interested on those to learn and brush up my skills so that it can basically help me in my career to grow further. As of now, my current profile is like I am a IC5 as a CMTS. So there are a lot many expectations from the CMTS, and I think I want to prove that from technical side as well as from the soft skill side. So definitely, I'm pretty much sure this this club will going to help me on that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Himanshu.
Yeah.
We would love to have you here, and we definitely expect that you can take a good takeaway from our today's session. Be with us today. Thank you so much for joining. Now we have Rishabh. Rishabh, would you like to unmute yourself and share about yourself?
Yeah, hi, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi everyone, this is Rishabh here. So I am an IC3 and I've been associated with Oracle for almost 3.5 years now. So I'm working as a software engineer here and with a product called Enterprise Manager. So um, I got to know, as Himanshu mentioned, I got to know about the course recently. So I thought of enrolling into it and trying to brush up my communication skills, because I feel at times we do lag. Well, while like our communication is fine, but when we are talking, we sometimes like blank out on things what you need to speak and what we need to communicate about. So that's the major reason of joining this program. So yeah, that's pretty much about me. I'm here, by the way, located in Bangalore right now. I'm working from home, but yeah.
Wonderful, Rishabh. And again, welcome you to our club.
Thank you.
And you're at the right place, I think. And after the meeting, you will definitely get to know about the crux of Toastmasters. Please be with us. Thank you so much. Now we have Kumaran. Kumaran, would you like to unmute yourself? Yeah.
Yeah, hi. Can you able to see me?
Yes. Please go ahead.
Yeah, so myself, Kumaran, and I have been working under OFS and working for Oracle products. So basically, I want to improve my communication skills, and most of the time, I feel like when I'm taking up, some topic, I'm not sticking to it, when I am completing it. And also, I want to improve my, to phrase a statement during communication. I want to improve all these stuff. So that purpose, I have come to know about the Toastmasters, and I showed interested to join in this program. Thank you.
Wonderful, Kumaran. We again welcome you.
Thank you.
Now we have Dinkar. Dinkar, as you are our frequent guest, would you like to share something from your side?
Yeah, hi all. Good afternoon. So I'm Dinakar. I'm based out in Hyderabad presently. Earlier, I was working in Bengaluru and associated with this Toastmasters. So meanwhile, I have some personal commitments and I couldn't be back. So now I'm settled with everything and I'm back to the Toastmasters. So I was working with CGBU with communications in Hyderabad itself. Presently working from office, 2 days in a week on Tuesday and Thursday.
All
Yeah.
right. Thank you
my
so much. Thank you so much, Dinkar, for having us today. So, as all of our guests mentioned that they want to improve their communication skills, they lag in communication skills. So, I just want to spill the beans and just want to share that you are at a very right place. Toastmasters is a platform where we learn communication, public speaking, as well as leadership skills. Let me take back you to the history. In the year 924, a gentleman known as Dr. Ralph C. Smedley, he started this initiative where he found the gap among the young men that they lacked their communication skills. So it started very informally in a dinner meeting where the young men were encouraged to give speeches and the old men were used to evaluate the speeches. And from there, from the dinner meeting, it started, and today we are standing here celebrating the 100th year anniversary of Toastmasters. So today, from that place, from the 5 to 6 members, today we are around 3 lakh plus members, and the presence of Toastmasters is across 150 countries, and there are 15,000 plus club across the globe, and we, Oracle Trailblazer, are part of one of that initiative. Isn't it a big deal?
It is.
Yes, and we are proud to have all of you today here in this rainy monsoon where the Bangalore is now flooded. Thank you so much for your commitment. And now it's time to move to the general course of meeting. For that, I would like to call on stage the Toastmaster of the day, The Toastmaster of the day today is a very special person of our Trailblazers Toastmasters Club, the Karta Dharta of Trailblazers Toastmasters Club, the one and only, our President, Toastmaster Dinesh.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shalu, for that wonderful introduction. A very rainy afternoon to each and everyone present over here. So, what is the theme of the meeting today? Any guesses?
No
It has
theme.
not been revealed.
No theme.
No theme. Okay.
Pleasure, because the speeches are icebreaker speeches.
Oh my God, Devi went to some other dimension. My bad. My
Rain,
bad. I
rain,
should
go
not
away.
have started.
Rain, go away.
Okay. Okay. To reveal the theme, let me ask you a question then. If I ask you, what do you think, or who do you think rather, is the greatest? No, it's not biryani. That's why I modified. Who do you think is the greatest species that has ever lived on planet Earth?
Anek. Greatest what?
Greatest species.
Dinosaur.
Cockroaches.
Humans.
Not humans.
Ah, exactly. It is humans. What not humans, Devi?
Because they're creating so much of climate crisis, so I thought it's not us.
No, no, no.
The experts in that.
Yeah. So, as Narayanan sir said, it's none other than humans themselves. Okay, now, so it's safe to say that evolution, in all its infinite wisdom, has made humans the kings and queens of this world. So much to say. 2 days back, on a very humid, hot evening, I was staring at the sky, looking at the crows, at all the birds just floating in the sky, enjoying having the time of their life. And I thought to myself, I know humans are great, but would it not have been possible just to give that ability to fly? I would not be sweating my weight out in this hot summer, right? It's not summer, but it's kind of like summer. So, so that's the theme today. Today, this Toastmaster of the day would ask you to throw away all the books that taught you that humans are the greatest species that ever lived. Because today, I will tell you how there are some things that could have made us much more better. I know it's grammatically correct, but that just understand the sentiment. But before that, let me give an idea of what a Toastmasters meeting is comprised of. Well, a Toastmasters meeting, and this is same for all the clubs. This is for the guests because you guys are new. The same cadence is followed everywhere in any club that you visit that is under Toastmasters International. So we have a prepared speech, we have table topics, and we have evaluation. Today is a special meeting for which we are skipping the second session, which is the table topics. Today we will have four speeches or four prepared speeches. And after that, we will have their evaluations. Now, to continue with the evaluation, we have a special role taker for that, who is called as the general evaluator. And today, taking up that role is Toastmaster Anek Singh. Let me introduce him to the group. Anek is working as a principal product manager in PeopleSoft development team. He believes the books we read and the people we meet impact us the most. So he likes to read and meet new people. He's also passionate about fitness, and whenever time permits, he goes for running or swimming and or weight training. So with a round of applause, please welcome the general evaluator for the meeting, Anek Singh.
Thank you. So looks like we're having less and less people here and just pasting them on the screen. Maybe next month we will have full strength back, right? Dinesh, what do you think?
Yeah,
Are you coming back?
We should.
He's coming next year.
Next year?
But I really hope so we have the strength back.
So looks like Dinesh went out of the room, everybody just went out.
Manager
It's like manager chutti mein. Okay, so I'm the general evaluator for today's meeting. I will evaluate the whole meeting, all the proceedings that's happening, and then provide my feedback. And there are a few more role takers who will evaluate the meeting. The first one is the timer. So timer is a very passionate Toastmaster and a newly kind of awarded DTM Toastmaster. Avinav, please introduce the role as a timer.
Thank you, General Editor Anek. I hope I'm audible.
Yes.
All
Yes,
right.
please.
Okay. So, hi everyone. My name is Abhinav Bhatt, and today I'm playing the role of timer. Everything which happens to Toastmasters is timed. All the speeches, all the evaluations, and everything. So to help with the timing, I have a set of rules with me. So there are two kinds of speeches. Today we have an icebreaker speech, and we have a normal speech. And this is a slightly abnormal speech. It is like slightly longer than normal. So I'll tell you the timings first. For icebreaker speech, a person gets 4 to 6 minutes to speak. At 4 minutes, I'll show my background as green. At 5th minute, I'll show it as yellow. And at 6th minute, it'll become red. A person who's speaking will get 30 more seconds to wrap their speeches. So they have to speak when the green, till the green comes up, and they should wrap it up at the time of red. Moving on, we have another speeches which is of 8 to 10 minutes. So at 8 minutes, I'll show green. Please pin me when when you're giving the speech. At 9 minutes, I'll show yellow. At 10th minute, I'll show red. And again, 30 seconds will be buffer given to the speaker to wrap their speeches. Now for the evaluations, because we don't have table topics today, the time is 2 to 3 minutes. So at 2 minutes, green, 2.5 yellow, and at 3 minutes, red will be shown. Again, 30 more seconds of buffer will be given to everybody. So I'll suggest all the speakers to please pin me when they are speaking so that they don't miss on timings. Because people who don't qualify for the timings will not be qualified for the awards at the end. And with that, I'll hand the stage back to Toastmaster Anik for the general evaluation. Thank you.
Thanks Toastmaster Avinav for DTM Avinav for the nice demo of the timer role. So the next role is our counter. I think we couldn't find any, so I will play that role of our counter. And actually, I will give you some leeway. I will only count if you're using a lot of hours, you know. So you can use few hours, up to 2, 3 is fine. But if you use more, then I will count, okay? Hours and the filler words also, like I used, you know, okay. Some you might use as required in the speech, but if they are fillers, then they are not appropriate, okay? So that is the rule of our counter. The third one is grammarian. So the grammarian is Toastmaster Ravindra. Toastmaster Ravindra is a very passionate Toastmaster. He is trying for betterment every day, and he is passionate about spiritual growth as well. Toastmaster Ravindra, can you explain the role of a grammarian?
Yeah, thank you, General Evaluator. So I am playing the role of grammarian for today's meeting. So as a grammarian, I will be watching the speeches and the speakers who is speaking on the stage as well as online, and I will be noting down the good usage of English and also not good usage of English, and also I will be noting the inspiring words or sentences or formation of sentences, and also it's my responsibility to give you the word of the day for today's meeting, so that you can use this word of the day and phrase of the day during your speeches. So word of the day is prudent, which means very cautious or sensible and careful person. Someone who is cautious, someone who is prudent and sensible and careful. So example is, being a prudent and cautious person, you realize that the problem must be resolved. So, and that is the word of the day. And phrase of the day is, at the drop of a hat. When you use the expression at the drop of a hat, you mean that something is happening instantly without any delay. Example of usage is, we are all packed and ready to go. We can leave at the drop of a hat. So I would encourage you all to use the word of the day and phrase of the day during your speeches. Back to you, General Revenue.
Yeah, thank you so much. So prudent, I think I have heard the usage of prudent, like Warren Buffett is a very prudent investor. So I think those who take care of money very well, probably ladies are already the prudent in terms of money. Okay, so that's all. We will provide our report and one called upon back to the Toastmaster of the day. Dinesh.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anik. We'll all await yours and your tag team's prudent evaluation at the end of the meeting. With that, as has been mentioned many times, today is the 484th meeting. It's a very special meeting, guys. You know why? Because 484, add 2 4s and you get 8. I'm just kidding. It's not that. The reason why I call this meeting such a special meeting is because each of the speaker today, each of the 4 speaker today, the speech that they will attempt is very, very crucial to them. This is the speech that they'll remember forever in the Toastmasters journey. We have 3 icebreaker speech, which basically is the first speech that one gives when they join Toastmasters. So needless to say, every one of us must have remembered our icebreaker speech. And after the icebreaker speeches are done, we have a DTM speech. DTM speech basically is kind of the last speech that is required for one of our Toastmasters to be referred to as a distinguished Toastmasters. So that makes today's meeting really, really special. And without further ado, let's start the meeting with our first speaker. But before that, let me call on the first evaluator for today's meeting. He's a software engineer by profession and Toastmaster by choice. He is a postgraduate in MBA and a proud member of the Dean's Merit List. And he's also a BTech gold medalist. In addition to his tech expertise, he is an advocate for personal growth, leadership, and fostering collaboration through meaningful conversations. He is always ready to take up roles at the drop of a hat in any of the meetings. With a round of applause, please welcome Toastmaster Shalu.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dinesh. Today, my target speaker is going to attempt this level 1, project 1, icebreaker speech. The purpose of this speech is for the member to introduce themselves to the audience and to learn the basic structure of writing speech. Timer, please note that the time limit is 4 to 6 minutes. I wish all the very best to my target speaker. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster Dinesh.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shalu. Now, the first speaker today is Toastmaster Harihar, who is a professional from God's own country, Kerala, with a passion for cycling. He likes to read self-help books and explores newly emerging technologies. He believes that his IT background helps him stay abreast in innovation fields, and his hobbies keep him balanced and motivated. He has been in Oracle's IGIU cloud for the past 9 awesome years. I'm sorry, I missed the title. Just a moment.
My journey from then to now.
Toastmaster Harihar, my journey from then to now.
Yeah. Hi everyone. So my title of the day is My Journey from Then to Now. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is my passport name is Harihar Sharma Subramanya Sharma, and my other name is Harihar Sharma. Yes. Regardless of the name, I am thrilled to here with you, and thank you for having me. I'm still trying to figure out my correct name. Regardless of that, yeah. I love traveling, exploring new technologies, and experimenting with my laptops. To begin with, I want to share my experiences during my bachelor life. After relocating to Bangalore with a job offer, I started working in Accenture when I as a fresher, and I got trained in various technologies, including Java, C++, but ended working in restarting servers when something goes wrong. So as usual, I started staying in a PG and stayed with wide variety of people from different states and celebrating different festivals, and enjoyed my stay in PG. And as usual, then we moved into a house with six of our friends, and I started experimenting cooking and in our house. And people has called me Chinese cook because I put water into a hot pan and made a lot of fire of steam in the house, and so they nicknamed me a Chinese cook. So, and our house where we stayed, just used to call it beach house. So anybody can have a guess why it's called a beach house? Yeah, I can.
At the beach?
Yeah, I can say so. The floor will be filled with sand most of the times, and people will call it a beach house. And yeah, carrying forward our journey, we went to a mall near for a mall near our house, and there was an Vim bath challenge going on. There, they were claiming that they can clean any vessels. So we have given our 1 month old tea vessel whether Vim couldn't tackle the stains in it. So later I began working in CGI, and my father insisted that I buy a flat, believing I was overspending my money. And I, so and the I bought in Sarjapur, and we used to get Tamil Nadu signals sometime, and people used to call it's not Bangalore, and it's Tamil Nadu. On the day of housewarming, I thought of buying milk on that day morning freshly. And to my bad luck, the only shop which was near to my house, it didn't open, and I have to persuade my friends to buy the milk. And they still used to tease me that I arranged housewarming without milk. And with prudent care, my father began searching for a bride. Believing me, I was working at prestigious IT company and owning a flat. Little does he know the real struggle I face in paying EMI. A little my father presented a proposal, and he liked. In the end, he did. We both liked, but the family didn't went together, and we have to drop that. And later we both liked, we started speaking, and we tried to approach to our sisters to get it done, but due to complications we dropped that. Later he came up with another proposal, and we both liked, and at the drop of a hat, marriage took place. To conclude, so yeah, thank you for allowing me to share my journey with you today. May we all continue to explore our stories and connections we create among us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hariyar. Standing ovation for you. Although I'm online, so I really can't stand.
Yeah.
I said I can't for it. Yeah. So that was a wonderful journey that you took us from the very beginning till your marriage. So that's what the purpose of an icebreaker is, to just let the audience know who the speaker is and What a great work done. Congrats, Toastmaster Harrier. Okay, now let me tell a little bit about the theme, how the flaws of the human body. Okay, so let's say you are, in an advertisement agency and you have been asked to advertise Move Balm. So, what pain in your body is the first that comes to your mind that you will portray on screen? Like on your body?
Headache.
Headache.
Move is not
But
pain.
Move is not for headache. I think these guys are very lucky that they did not have a headache and they think that Move is for headache.
Thanks.
Anyway, Barnali said back pain. So no one here is a stranger to back pain. And
Head.
people would say that, okay, it's only in the older generation. It's not. I'll tell you the reason. It's just that humans are engineered such a way that we are bound to have back pain at some time in our life. And these are credible studies which shows that 80% of human population would someday or the other have lower back pain. The reason? Well, the reason is evolution itself. See, I'll just share my I'll share my screen. Just a moment. So this is our back. This is the reason for all that pain. You can see the lower part, right, which is curved in. I don't know if it is visible or not. The lower, like between the sacrum and the lumbar. So this was not always the case. When our ancestors used to walk on four legs, it was not like that. It was pretty straight. There was a little bit of arc, but it was mostly straight. And since it was straight, all the organs or all the things that were attached to this backbone were pretty tightly fixed. Now, when suddenly one day that particular chimp decided to stand up and thought that he will lead into a new area of evolution, that's when all this thing happened, wherein our back had to bend this way so as to accommodate all the internal organs. Since now that we were parallel, let me stop sharing. So earlier we were like this on four leg. It was evenly distributed. The weight was evenly distributed. Now we are perpendicular. So the weight distribution got skewed. So that's why the backbone had to curve that way. I'll share one more time. Now, what happened because of that curve? You can see this area, this between lumbar and sacrum area, this got sandwiched between the upper part, which is again a C shape, and the legs itself. So, because of this huge pressure, because of your body strength and your legs also, applying an upper body force, this area is always in pain anytime. It's so don't believe those gym trainers who say just stay fit, your back pain will vanish. It's gonna come. So with that, that was flaw number one for you guys. The solution, well, we can again go back to being four-legged, right? Someone in the comments said the best species that ever lived is dog. So let's try it out. I mean, we have always seen two-legged humans, so we think that two-legged is the way to go. We can someday imagine four-legged humans too. So yeah, Dakshayani has been having back pain. Okay, now we'll move on to the second speech. Let me call on the evaluator, second icebreaker. But before I call on the second, I have been sharing the screen or?
No, it's fine.
Okay,
Unshare.
yeah, I unshare. Okay, so before I call on the second speaker of the meeting, let me introduce to you guys the evaluator for the second speaker. She joined Oracle last year I think so, last year or more than a year, as a sales expert for HCM Fusion applications at Oracle. She's a pet parent to 3 dogs, Pluto, Mickey, and Whitey. If she had not chosen sales as a career, she would have been a folk artist in painting. With a round of applause, please put your hands together for Toastmaster Devi as the evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dinesh. Today, I'm going to evaluate the icebreaker speech of Toastmaster Shaili. The purpose of the icebreaker speech for the new coming members is to introduce themselves to the club and tell or share something interesting about themselves. So, shall we just take it easy as I was telling you? The idea is to have a basic idea or a basic understanding how you speak, what are your pluses and what are your minuses. And on that, we will work together as we grow along. So, on that note, wish you all the best and over to you, Toastmaster Dinesh.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Devi. So the second speaker for today's meeting is Toastmaster Shelley, who is a software developer in Oracle Fusion Cloud and joined Oracle in December 2021. She loves to do trekking, enjoys capturing every detail of nature in her camera. She's very much into playing chess and also games like PUBG. She can play all day, but as usual, her mom hates it. In short, she believes that the world has much more to offer, and only by putting yourself in an uncomfortable zone, you can experience that. So, Toastmaster Shelley, miles to go before I sleep.
Thank you, Dinesh. Thank you, everyone. So my topic of the speech is miles to go before I sleep, and hopefully I can justify it at the end of the speech. So yeah, my name is Shelly. I am from Dehradun, Uttarakhand, a very beautiful city. You can take your two-wheelers and you can go to any direction of the city. You will find some waterfall, some water stream, some hill that nobody have seen. Something so curious that you haven't seen it. And if you go to my terrace, my home's terrace, every place, like all around, there is a hills. Like there's a Masuri, there is a Chakrata, and backside there's a Shimla. So it's a beautiful city, and if you're living in a beautiful city, means many cousins are going to come in your home in your summer vacations. So in 2005, some of my cousins came and they taught me how to play chess. That was the first time I got to know how the bishop moves, how the kings give, how we capture the king, how we capture the queen, how we give the checkmate to the king, and I force everybody around me to play with me because at that point we don't have website. So nobody can play with you. It's not like you go to sign up to a website and you play with anyone. So you need some people. So I used to force my mom to play with me, and because of her work, she can't play. So she is a math teacher. So she arranged some students who reluctantly play with me, and they don't play that well. Like not well in the sense they are not interested because chess, not everybody likes playing chess. So till then I didn't get a good company. Then I came to the class 8th and I got chance to play for the regional. And that point in my school, I got to know people who are like crazy about chess like me. So we used to play the whole day, how to play chess, like everything we used to play together. And we used to teach each other the tricks, how you can do the castling, how you can do the this and that. And that's when I got to know being in a community, how many things you can just learn, not being reading it, just being with them. Like you can discover yourself how to make their tricks and everything. So after that, we go to the regional, and I didn't get to the nationals, but that was a good lesson for my life. That being in a community, it makes you learn so much that you haven't think about it. So after that, I left Dehradun. I went to my university. I did my BTech from Manasali Vidyapeeth. Many of you may know it, but if you haven't, it's a women university. We don't have any boys, and we used to be very sad about it that we don't have any boys. But the point is, in our university, we have many activities. Like I'm not exaggerating it, but we didn't take use of it, and now we regret it. We used to have horse riding, that I will tell you in a bit. horse riding, helicopter flying. We used to have radio jockey. We used to have classical music. Kathak used to have basketball. You can learn there. Everything you name it, and all of those things were there. And I enrolled for the horse riding. So it was my first day. It's not like a movie, Hollywood movie people show like two people going on a date and they end up doing the horse riding. It's not like that. It's tough. I find it really tough. So my first day, I somehow got on the horse and horse started running. So when you are running, you have to make sure you're hopping also. When the horse is hopping, you have to hop with them. So when you're hopping, you have to make sure your back is straight, your neck is straight, and my neck was rolling all over the place. And I was scolded so badly with the coach. Like that, it happened. And at the end of the day, like for few days, I keep on doing it. But the point is, leather seats and the thighs are not good friends. So you got bruised all over the thighs because it got like splashed like that. So at the end, the regret is I just skipped that horse riding thing, and that is the like my biggest regret. And on the convocation day, you are seeing one girl who she's handling 7 horses at a time. Like she is sitting in one horse and 3 horses are behind, like going with her. So that kind of experience, and you regret it, and that's the only thing I learned from that journey. That, however, whatever the difficult thing is, this is also a difficult thing. Being on the stage and speaking it. So anyhow, whatever the situation is, just go every day. You will go somewhere at least. So yeah, after that I completed my college and joined Accenture as a someone like starting में they don't give you any profile. So I worked as a performance tester, but the performance testing doesn't give me that kick. I didn't like. I liked it, but solving problem makes me more chill. Give me more chill. So that's why I switched to Oracle and joined as a developer. So yeah, that's all my story. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shelly. What a journey indeed. This journey, the younger self was envious of you that you tried so many things. The older me was relieved that I did not try that. But a wonderful, wonderful journey. You just pictured a beautiful memory or beautiful picture only in our heads. So great. We'll move on to the third icebreaker. And the third speaker today is Toastmaster Bigu Nandan, and he would be evaluated by Toastmaster Shayakash. Toastmaster Vigu, the objectives are going to be the same itself. So we will skip that part. Let me introduce you guys to Toastmaster Vigu Nandan. He is an SRE in the EE organization at Oracle. In his free time, he likes to take on do-it-yourself jobs for home improvement or maintenance, although most of the time these days is spent with his toddler son. He likes to watch cricket, baseball, and Formula One races whenever time permits. Toastmaster Vigu Nandan, say that again.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dinesh. So, good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. This is my attempt at the icebreaker speech, and it is titled, Say That Again? Well, you have to do the intonation to get it right. Well, yeah, my name is Begu Nandan, and I am a native of a state whose name means undulating in the local language. Would any one of you like to guess the name?
Assam.
Yes, that's right. So I was going to give you another hint, but I'll carry on. So yes, I was born in the state of Assam, so named to resemble its undulating terrain of river valleys, floodplains and evergreen forests and rolling hills and mountains. So you can imagine why the name. My father used to work for an oil exploration company, so I spent parts of my childhood in opposite ends of India. So at one point I was in Gujarat and again back to Assam. And I moved to Bengaluru to pursue my graduation studies back when Sri S.M. Krishna was the Chief Minister of Karnataka. So quite a long time ago. I spent my first few years of my career in Bengaluru as well. And I'm currently living in Pune with my wife and toddler son, who's recently started going to playgroup. I've been working for Oracle since May 2022, and as Toastmaster Dinesh said, I'm a site reliability engineer with the Enterprise Engineering Organization. It's been over 15 years for me in the IT industry, and over the years, I have learned the importance of acquiring and improving various soft skills to succeed in our line of business. English language skills play a huge part in our industry, mostly because we work with multinational clients and colleagues, and English is the lingua franca of the world. So starting off my career as a remote technical support agent, I had the chance to speak on the phone with various people from North America, Europe, etc. And I remember situations that have arisen due to the differences in the way people speak English. Okay. So let me illustrate that with a joke. Imagine this Italian man who is on vacation in a foreign country and must speak English to communicate. So he orders breakfast and he gets only one piece of toast on his plate, and he summons the waitress to complain and says, "Scusa, it's only one piece." So she comes over and says, "Excuse me, I need the two piece." Okay, you need two piece, go to the bathroom. No. I want the two piece on the plate. You want two piece on the plate? So you can imagine the rest of the conversation, and this entire joke is available on YouTube because I can't tell you the rest of it because it's inappropriate for the workplace. And look up the Italian man who goes to Malta on YouTube, and you'll find the entire joke. So as a non-native speaker of English, I knew that there was a lot to learn and improve, and English is a very fascinating language and a very colorful language as well. As I moved on to more engineering-focused roles, I realized the importance to evolve other aspects of my soft skills like public speaking and leadership skills and presentation skills and so on. So I remember once when I was tasked for the first time to do a presentation and a live demonstration to a client of a cloud product to a client, and I was practically mortified at the thought of speaking in front of high-profile executives. Yeah, so that reminds me of a joke by Jerry Seinfeld, the famous comedian. He says that public speaking is the number one fear among living beings, right? So death comes at number 2. So you'd rather be dead than the one doing the eulogy. And that always gets me. Yes, so I got better with time and experience, but I think a structured and a more prudent approach to improving those skills is the way to go. Right. So there's always gaps where you can improve. There are always things that you do not know and can learn from others. And in our jobs, we need to be able to get into a call with a customer or client or a colleague at the drop of a hat, and only our honed skills, polished skills will let us succeed and get to a fruitful conclusion. So that is the reason I'm here at Trailblazers, and I really like the wonderful people that are part of this club. And I hope I get the chance to proceed with the learning paths and get to my goal. So as they say, how do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice, man, practice. And that's what I'd like to do in the meantime. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vigu. What a fun ride it was. We were chuckling our guts out. It was wonderful. And just tell me if it was correct. Say that again. Did I do it correctly? I don't know. Maybe I
Yeah.
did not.
Yeah, so
Okay.
if time permits, I'd like to give you the background to that title, but please carry on now. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much again. Now we'll move on to the next speech, which is a DTM speech, as has been already mentioned, that it's 8 to 10 minutes. And the evaluator for the speaker is Toastmaster Banali. She is a senior manager, documentation Fusion Clouds app. She is a passionate storyteller and loves learning new things, reading books, and spending time with children. She is a district level humorous speech contestant in the year 2022-2023. With a round of applause, please welcome Toastmaster Bernal.
Thank you, TMOD. So my target speaker today is Toastmaster Narayanan, who's attempting his DTM speech 2. And the title of the speech is The Showdown 2.0. The purpose of this project is for the member to demonstrate his skills as a leader and a public speaker. The purpose of this second speech is for the member to share some aspect of his or her, of his experience completing this project. All the best, Toastmaster Narayanan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Over
you so
to
much,
TMOD.
Toastmaster Bernali. Without any further delay, let's welcome Toastmaster Narayanan, soon to be distinguished Toastmaster Narayanan, for the Showdown 2.0.
People on the screen, am I audible? Banani?
Yes.
Thank you. So 3 people here along with me, rest of all are there. So I want all of you on the screen to transfer energy from your homes to this place, right? I want literally to feel all of you right down here. I know it's been quite some time since I've done my speech, and I am desperate to earn the title rather than getting the title. All right then. So how many of you were there in the last speech that I gave? It was a summary of what I'm planning to do today. I believe 3 4 weeks. Yeah. So I've unlocked it as a trailer. A good trailer is as good as a good movie. The more hype the trailer has got, chances that the movie is also good enough. Imagine a case where the trailer is super duper good and the movie is like, hey Bhagwan, one day come here. You know, so the more the audience have a greater good perception of the movie becomes a super duper hit. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and dear Trailblazers, I am trying to see how good was the perception and kind of learning that I had after the showdown that I did way back in 2018. So 2018, December, the division director comes back and says, we have got the division event conference coming up. And for division K and J, we are doing it in 1 day, one shot. And at the drop of the hat, yours truly puts hand up and says, Harish, I'll do it. And after asking the question, I think back and say, am I really eating more than I could chew? 2 divisions in 1 day. But then the back of my mind, my heart tells me, Narayanan, you did 2 areas in 1 day a few months before. Just take this slightly on the higher side. Push yourself up. So I back myself and then say, all right, I'm going to do it. 2 divisions 1 day. March 9th was the date. My division letter said, are you really up for it? Yeah, I'm all for it. He said, I'm happy that you're doing it. Take help, ask for help whenever you want to. Wish you all the best. And from that day onwards, he never even called me for valid reasons, So December end, I sent out a message. That time I was area director. Sent a message to all the folks in Division J and K that division event is coming up. Want all your help. For those of you who do not know, 2018, 2019, I was the Raja of Prestige Tech Park. The moment you walk into any, there used to be an entrance from Prestige Tech Park where you can go to the other building, this 24/7. You've got Juniper there, you've got Western Express. So you can cross, you needn't go to the road, you can just, cut across the alley. The moment I step in there, any time, any place, chai samosa ready for me. And there used to be those guys who are from the coast of Maharashtra, a lot of guys from Juniper, Western Express, and 24/7. They used to have like young guys who were from these states, and they were all Toastmasters members. And they used to call me Paji. The moment they see, and those young guys, they're the roaming around. The moment they see me, Paji, aajao, we'll have coffee, samosa, tea, samosa, water. And when they got to know that this division is coming, and I'm going to be the conference chair, they said, Paji, leave it to us. You'll be there on the stage, we will do a job for you. What else do you want, man? When you have people coming there and say, I will do a job for you, just be there on the date, you want nothing. I'm blessed to have folks. There are folks still who are there in Juniper and in, sadly we lost 24/7, but I think West Nicholas is still there, I believe.
24/7 is still there.
The club is still there. They come back again. Lovely, that's nice. So, those folks are still there and I owe a lot to them. So, the day when I sent this message, that I have 70 people ready for me. So I create a WhatsApp group. The 70 people, 70, 70. So I bit them into 3 pieces. So one for the logistics, one for the event management, and one for the food and arranging for the other logistics stuff like registration, other logistics. So the first meeting I had with all the 60 people, I told them this is the objective. We want to have a very seamless experience to anybody who come there. We're going to have breakfast given for them. And the venue was Cisco, right down here in this campus here. Cisco was the venue. And so those days we used to collect a nominal amount for the food. So we told them we'll give them breakfast, snacks and food. We'll charge 100 rupees. And we had 3 excellent keynote speakers. Plus, of course, you all know you have contests. This was the agenda. So everybody said, I will do this part, I will do this part, I will do this part. And I'm kind of a person who hates micromanagement. When I delegate a job to somebody, I check with that person only on specific milestones. I've come across some people, even if the person said every 3 hours, Narayan, happened, no? So where are you right now? Fair enough. I know you're anxious. 3 more hours later, Narayan, where are you right now? I'm still there only. I know when the job needs to be done. So, there are some people who are very anxious. I don't do that. I trust my folks and they do a job for me. So this is how it happened. And the team was ready. We decided to collect 100 rupees from each member. We were anticipating around 350 to 400 folks to come on that day. Cisco has got a very beautiful arena, for that. And the first flyer went out, Division J and K. It was called Jagas, if I'm pronouncing it right. So, the event team was called Jagas, and we said the first flyer went out, and every half an hour I was checking the registration sheet to see how many people were registering, how many people were registering. The first half an hour there were 5. By end of day there was only 20. I was expecting at least 80, 90 on the day end because it happened in other division, and we always followed the same. They also collected 100 rupees. We did the same thing. Our areas were also good enough. We had the same kind of venue. Why is that our J&K folks are not registering? Should I be anxious about this? And 3-4 days later, the registration was just 20, 25 to 30 hours. I decided I should make some noise. I called my team and then said, I want more numbers to flow in because if there's going to be no audience on the day for you, the speakers are going to be miserable. And that's why I requested all of you to be virtually here. Got it? Yeah. So, and then one of the members, a very young member, was just 3 months into Toast. He said, "Sir, how about we cut the cost to 50 rupees per person?" It was a very bold, a very rudimentary comment, but I thought, well, why not? Why not? Let's cut down on something, the logistics portion maybe, the gifts maybe, and then see that, get more people. So we said, update, we sent a new flyer, update. Your prices now is 50 rupees per person. And you know what? By day 8, we had almost 200 registrations coming up. Super duper happy. We refunded the money that we got earlier, the balance 50 rupees. By February, honeymoon time for me. Everything was set. One of my co-ADs said that, boss, I will do the judges hunting for you. And that person is one of my co-ADs and he's very, very social, not like me. He knows many people. So I just said, if you are handling it, good, monkey up the back. And those days we used to hunt for the CJ and also the OTGs also. Left it to him. And by February end, March end, like dry leaves falling out, some people dropped off. And I vehemently kicked off around 30-40 people because they were adding no value. I only had, out of 60 in the earlier days, we only had 20 now in the team. Doing good job. March 3rd, we have got 4 more days. March 9th was the event, and March 5 we did a dry run. March 5 night, I go home like a dead duck. No, did not have supper. I was very, very anxious, so lay down on the bed. And I was about to hit the bed, somebody called me on the phone. And you know who it was? It was the person who was supposed to arrange judges for me. So Narayan, you know what? I was expecting that he's going to tell me the contact number of judges and all that stuff. He told me, you know what? I was very busy with work, couldn't find judges. So take care, okay? Talk. I was like, it was like a thin, long, knife into my heart. From that day onwards, I don't look at his face, he doesn't look at my face. So, but on that day, next day, I called up a senior Toastmaster. He said, you trusted somebody, you learned a lesson. I'll get you judges, and he got me judges, 9 of them. On that day morning, I called everybody, thanked them for their service, and I could even see some of them having tears in their eyes. I did the Dhoni huddle, which I never should have before, and it was in front of people, so they were all very excited. I saw people on the stage doing the stage, the division level for the first time. It was so fulfilling. By the end of the day, all that backstabbing, that tiredness, it all went away when I could see that people expressing themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, as I see here, people like you, that opportunity for showdown will come to you one day. And on that day, I want you to, experience this, running a show, getting out anxious, and coming out successfully also. Till this date, I remember that. When I come across every event, this is what I did that day, this is what happened. It's a learning lesson for me, which I'm never going to forget. So at that day, I want you to do a showdown, and I'll be there in front of you, having my popcorn and cold drinks. My name is Narayan. I'll see you next time. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Narayanan, for that wonderful showdown, actually. Unfortunately, I had some network glitches, so I couldn't hear most of it, but I'll definitely go back and hear the recording. Okay, now back to the theme, a little bit on the theme. So we already talked about back pain, about the spine. Let's go a little bit down. Let's go to the knee. That's the second most common, pain, I can say, the knee pain. But I'm not going to talk about knee pain. I'm just going to talk about the knee itself. You know me, how I tore my ligament. So when I went to the doctor, I was told that it is so common for the ligament to just break like that. I mean, a blunt force can just like shred it to pieces, provided that you are in a momentum of some sort. Now, why is that? Why is it so easy when it is so important? Why is it so easy for it to break? Well, there lies design flaw of the knee. Now, you see, you can only do this kind of motion with your knee, just a forward, backward motion. It resembles a door, for which it is called a hinge joint. Now, because of this hinge joint, if there is any time when you are in motion or when there is a backward, forward motion going on, but there is a sudden force that is applied at the transverse or on the sides. That's when your ligaments take the entire fall. They are not left with any protection. They are at the middle, and all of the strain just ruptures it. So that's the reason why ACL tears, MCL tears, PCL tears are so common. And you know, uh, the evolution of knee happened with the purpose of being bipedal so that we can run. Understandable. At that point, Miss Evolution, I said evaluation, sorry, Miss Evolution did not know that humans would develop different types of games, where all sorts of motion is needed. So I won't blame her, but then again, this was a flaw. So the solution to this, let's have a ball and socket joint, the same type of joint that is there at the hip and the femur, so that a circular motion we're able to have a circular motion. Now that has its challenges in itself, the nightmare injuries that you will get when you have two ball and socket joints, you can only imagine. But I just have to point out the flaw. So that's a flaw where the knee is just a hinge joint. Why didn't we have a ball and socket joint? With that, I don't want to bore you anymore. Let's move on to the other people who would bore you with their evaluations. I'm kidding. Let me call upon Toastmaster. Let me call Toastmaster Adek as a general evaluator to carry on the evaluations.
Okay. So I think we are not the one who are going to bore, it already happened.
Dinesh, I'm suffering from terrible knee pain. I think I have someone to consult now.
I think we're talking about problems only.
Evolution
What
is
are the
to
solutions?
Evolution is to blame.
See, I told you knees are the problem.
Okay, any more comments on Dinesh's evolutionary speech?
Humans are the problem. We shouldn't have evoluted.
Okay. Let's go back. Okay, so let's start with the evaluation. The first, we will go ahead with the speech evaluations first. The first speech by Toastmaster Harihara. Let's welcome on stage Toastmaster Hello.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Okay. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. And in the similar fashion, your icebreaker speech is the first step for a speaker's journey. And my target speaker, Toastmaster Harihara, today proved that. Can we have a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Harihara for that? Thank you so much, Toastmaster Harihara, for taking your first step in your speaker's journey. Now let us explore the strength and the areas of improvement of your journey. You've started your journey by taking us to your older days when you joined IT and you shared your struggle, that how you got to learn C++, Java, and then living in a PG, and after that the beach house incident. It all taken us to our journey when we all started as an IT employee and we moved to a new city, and we all started living in a PG, and then how we shifted to the flat with our friends and all those things. You captivated all the audience with your speech and you binded the audience very well. Then you have taken a very nice twist and turned your speech into humorous and more connective fashion by talking about how you have gone for the housewarming, your housewarming party or housewarming puja, and you forgot to bring the milk and the shop was closed, and then the marriage thing. You have crafted all the things in a string beautifully that we all can grasp, and your speech has all the basic criteria that can have, like it has a good opening, then body, and you talked about humor, everything well set up. And the most important thing I found in your speech that's very good, like you kept a powerful smile throughout your speech. It's a very good way to connect with your audience. and you had a very good eye contact throughout your speech. So kudos to you on that, and I request you to please keep it for next speeches as well. Now, talking about some of the areas of improvement. The first area of improvement I can say, whenever you try to give this speech, try to come offline and give speech in person. So that is the main essence of public speaking, and that's what you will learn. Second, if you are online, just try to stand up and deliver your speech so that you will feel open. You can express with your hand gestures that will add volume to your speeches. There are the two recommendations from my side for this time. In summary, a very great attempt. Kudos to you for that. And with this small improvement, I'm sure you will take your speech to the another heights. Thank you. And back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you. That was a wonderful evaluation and very well done on the speech also, Toastmaster Harihara. Over the second evaluator, there is Toastmaster Devi, for the speaker, Toastmaster Shelly.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anik. So, as all of you know, that I'm going to evaluate Toastmaster Shelly. First of all, kudos for your first speech, Toastmaster Shelly. I know it takes a lot of, like, you need to remember your past, as in your childhood, and you need to craft it so that the audience can engage. So, you have done a great job in that. And the most interesting and the nice thing is your overall personality. When I say that, I mean when you're there on the stage, all our eyes are on you. You have that smiling face, you have that aura, which is quite positive, and that will always work as an advantage. So I always say to my colleagues or friends that we should always work on our strengths than working on or improving our weakness. So maybe that is something you need to make it even more stronger as you excel or as you plan your more speeches. Now, coming back to your topic or the subject, which is miles to go before I sleep. So the topic sounds so heavy, but the way you have articulated it and the way you have explained or shared your childhood journey, how your cousins are interested to come to your beautiful city or village or town, we were glued to that. And I'm sure all of us were able to picturize it. So, and that is again a very plus advantage for a speaker. When you're speaking, we are able to connect to your story and we are able to picturize in our own way. So kudos on that also. And yes, the audience was engaged throughout, and the flow of the speech was also entertaining as well as interesting. The horse ride and how you ended up in a women's university or a women's college, and there was no co-ed. We could feel your pain. Okay. And this is the good part. Now, coming back to the areas where I feel that you can improve. So I feel that you can bring more vocal variety in your speech, and you can use the stage even more effectively. Maybe you would like to move around. At the same time, I felt, maybe I'm wrong, that the engagement with the offline audience was lesser and you were looking more on the screen of the online audience. So maybe you can work on that, that how you want to navigate between the different audiences present online, offline, because it will be always a hybrid model. And the second thing, or the third thing is the animation, especially the areas where you wanted to emphasize or make it more funny. The animation in terms of the horse riding, that was little interesting, and you could have made it more interesting. So I would like to challenge you in your next speech when you are going to attempt the first level of L1 P1, that you can bring in animation and more vocal variety, as well as how you can use more of the stage. Overall, an interesting speech, very full of smiles. It brought smiles and brought back our childhood memories. So thank you so much for your icebreaker speech. So over to you, Toastmaster Anik.
Thank you. That's a great evaluation for such a wonderful speech from Toastmaster Shelly. And I think she provided very good feedback. And I would say that I think you have other speeches also. You can take that feedback for those speeches. But for this speech, I would say the objectives were very met and you were very confident on the stage. So well done. The third speech by Toastmaster Bhiru, the evaluator is Toastmaster Sai Akas. Please go ahead.
Yeah, can you confirm if I'm audible? Okay, thank you. I'd like to begin by congratulating Toastmaster Bigo on his icebreaker speech. It was a lovely speech, and I don't want to use the word speech here because I felt like I'm talking to you in person, just chatting about your life, about how did you end up in Toastmasters. That's something which is not that's the feeling which not many people can arouse in the other person. You began with a very simple question describing your state. I think that's a very innovative way of introducing where you're from. And then you moved on to, sorry for my weird voice today. You moved on to describing the place where you come from. We felt that we were there. That's something really appreciate. And modulation is something I think you're very good at. You also had a few accents in there which made everyone laugh. The joke in between was really on point. One very good quality of yours is that you're smiling throughout. I don't know how to do that. It's really difficult for people like me, but you were smiling throughout. Looking at you speak was a delight. And the accent again, I can that was amazing. The Italian accent. I think Dinesh tried it, but you nailed it. And there was a few words which really did well was lingua franca. I didn't know what it mean, but it's a very new word for me as well. I felt that it's a very good speech. You started from your childhood, you talked about your career, then the current scenario and where you are. Then you branched out into a scene where you talked about why you are in Toastmasters. I think your structuring of your speech was very good for an icebreaker, and I think you will I hope you keep doing this later as well. And like I said, you began with a simple question about where you're from. You ended at why am I here? That's really good. I have a few points where I would like to challenge yourself. The first point is, I think the title was a little confusing towards the end of the speech. I think even you mentioned that you didn't get time to do that. I think you can keep that in mind. And one more challenge which I really wanted to do is, please come in person. You have a really nice personality while you're speaking. If you can keep that in person as well, I think that will take your speeches to the next level. So all in all, a really great speech, a perfect speech for an icebreaker. I knew where you're from and what you're doing here in Bangalore and why you are in Toastmasters. So again, congratulations and looking forward to more of your speeches. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Sayakash.
Thank you. Thanks, Toastmaster Shine, and congratulations to Toastmaster Devu for starting the journey and completing first speech. So yeah, and then the fourth evaluator is Toastmaster Bernali for Toastmaster Narayan. Over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator. I would like to begin with a quote from a famous footballer, Homer H. Norton. And it says, "It is how you show up at the showdown that counts." So obviously, nothing great and big can be achieved without crisis and hiccups. And we got to hear that everywhere in Toastmaster Narayanan's speech. And I'm sure you will have many more such experiences that you would be sharing with us, and it would really help us, shape up our journey. I would like to congratulate you, Toastmaster Narayanan, on completing your DTM speech 2. Can we have a big round of applause for that? It's a great achievement.
Thank you so much.
Right. I was literally trying to find out faults, but very difficult. Okay, but to talk about the things that you excelled in first, I think you had an energetic start. You had humor, so you sprinkled humor all over in between, made people laugh, which was great. Vivid descriptions you had throughout your speech. We visualized the whole journey, and I keep telling that whenever you deliver a speech, it's like a coffee table talk. It's like that. It's not like as if you're delivering something, but it's like a chat, which is beautiful. Very smooth and comfortable delivery you had. If I could talk about something that you can work on very minimally, maybe I was thinking maybe in the content, if you could work on, adding some kind of suspense to your content or the script where, unfold the truth very slowly. The audience expects it to be something and it comes out as something else. I think that would make it more, interesting and basically, I think, hook the audience and then surprise them. So that is something I would like to challenge you on as well. If you can deliver the next speech, working on the, content, adding that aspect, the surprise element, or maybe, uh, sh shocking the audience to some extent. Overall, definitely, I don't have to say this. You are a great speaker. You come with a lot of experience and a lot of learning for all of us, especially the new folks who have joined in. A lot to learn from you. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Over to General Evaluator.
And congratulations to Toastmaster Narayan for completing the track, right? Now it's fully complete, right?
Thank you.
A round of applause. Okay, so now what I think, now the time for the tag team report, right? So Toastmaster Abhinav, can we have the timer report, please?
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Anek. Everybody has been qualified. There's no disqualification. All are within time. All good.
Protest.
Who disqualified?
Protest.
No protest. No protest. No disqualification. All good.
No protest. Thank you very much. So now that report for our counter, I have noted down, so don't think I'm just making it up. So as I said in the beginning, right, I will not count until 5. My counter begins at 5. So I think Toastmaster Harihara used more than 15 hours, and Toastmaster Bigu used more than 10 hours, and other folks used less than 5. They used, but less than 5. So I think using hours maybe something has to do while you are sitting and speaking, right? So while you're in meetings, you generally tend to use hours. So I mean, standing up or coming on a stage can reduce your hours, I believe. So just try speaking standing. It will reduce your hours definitely, I'm sure. Okay. So there's no fault of you, just fault of the environment that that was there today. Okay, so now the report for the grammarian, Toastmaster Ravinder. Can we have your report, please?
Thank you, Toastmaster Anek. Yeah, as Anek noted, I also noted the few usage of English, good usage of English. So there were there were good usage of words, English words. So first I want to highlight them, like exaggerating, intonations, angulating terrain, fascinating and mortified, eulogy, seamless experience, anticipating, anxious. So these are all inspiring words and encouraging words. So that made me to write down. And during one of the speech, I see some usage of English like giving me more chill, which we can use as gives more chill. So we can change it as gives more chill. And some inspiring, like interesting usage of sentences, like during the speeches I have noted, like to succeed in the line of business. And English is the lingua franca, which I have noted down after Sayakash as highlighting that in begin on the speech. So, and another one is like unfold the truth, and how to get to the Carnegie Hall, and desperate to earn the title. And also I found good laughter usage of laughter is given in all the speeches, most of the speeches, all the icebreaker speech and Narayan speech as well. And one more word is like sentences, more than eating than I could chew. So that is the interesting one I could find. And God's own country, Kerala, and beach house, as it is filled with sand, and overspending my money, and flaws of human body. So these are the sentences. And word of the day is prudent is used by Anek, Dinesh, and Harihara. Congratulations. And phrase of the day at the drop of the hat is used by Dinesh, Harihara, Begunandan, and Narayana. So that is my report. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Yeah, thank you very much for the detailed report, Toastmaster Ravindra. And I'm still confused about whether we call it Carnegie or Carnegie. It's Carnegie, right?
Carnegie Hall.
There are a lot of people do that. They call it like exaggeration or exaggeration, or okay, whatever. I think we will check in Google maybe. So now the time for my report. Or is there any protest on the word of the day that I used or did not find mention in Ravindra's report?
Yeah, I think I also use the prudent word in my speech.
Okay. So there is a protest, Ravindra. Please take a note and listen carefully next time.
Is what happened to Anek today? Did I miss something about protest?
No,
Or he had been to any contest, I think.
people have been using it, so I thought maybe something is.
No, Abhinav said it. No, there is no time disqualification, just like a contest. He said, so is it any
Okay.
protest?
I see. Okay. Influence of contests.
Okay, so my report, I think Toastmaster Ravindra, I think I myself was late, so apologies for not taking down your intro, but I think you are always enthusiastic about for essay role. And the second role was done by Toastmaster Shailu as a president, and always he's kind of bringing energy to the room. So well done on president role. He introduced all the guests and gave them time to speak about themselves. So everybody feel kind of welcomed in the room. So very well done on that part. And very diligently he also used the how introduced the Toastmaster, right? Although we are doing it every meeting, but it's good to introduce so new people know how Toastmaster is, and we are part of a larger community, not a just standalone club. So well done on the president's role, Toastmaster Shailu. A big round of applause for Toastmaster. And then the theme, which was never introduced to us. So I think it is good if you can introduce the theme beforehand.
Secret theme.
Oh, it was a secret theme. Okay, so that is it.
It could have been titled as secret.
Yeah, secret theme maybe. Since the theme was not given in any way, so I was surprised that nothing is written about the theme. But I think Toastmaster Dinesh prepared very well. I got to know a lot of things about the anatomy of the human body. Maybe I will read more to avoid these back pain. I have a lot of back pain. So do you have any kind of pills for a back pain, Dinesh?
Start walking on four
He
legs.
will,
That was the
he will
solution.
prescribe on Slack.
No, four-legged. That's the only solution.
That's the
Char पैरों
secret.
Narayanan sir has given a good name, Dinesh MD Orthopedics.
Yeah.
Ah.
No, the theme name was the painful theme.
Ah.
No, the
We have to
painful.
go back to
The
monkey. as well.
painful.
Okay, so well done, Toastmaster Dinesh. I think the theme was very well explained, and we got to know a lot of new content. So very well done. And there was no TTM today, and all the speakers and evaluators did really well in today's meeting. Although we are just 4 people, but we enjoyed the meeting. It was never a bore or dull moment. That's all from me. Thank you very much, and back to the TMOD.
Ignore the table topic speaker voting.
It's just ignore that.
Dinesh, are you speaking?
Yes, I
So,
get 12 responses. So can I announce the results?
Yeah, you can.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, best speaker goes to Toastmaster Vigu Nandan.
Oh,
And best evaluator goes, it is a tie between two people. It is Toastmaster Sai Akash and Toastmaster Barnali. And best meeting role taker, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Dinesh. And best auxiliary role taker, oh, it's grammarian, it's myself, Ravindra. Okay.
all right. Kudos to all the winners. And thank you so much, Toastmaster Ravindra. Now, I would like to take a small feedback from our guest. Himanshu, would you like to share some feedback, how you felt today's session?
Yeah, so basically, I'm really happy like to see like the kind of engagement is basically the involvement of the team. I mean, the people here, even with the topics, the basically the kind of topics we are discussing here, the kind of evaluation we are doing here, and also the like making it more like more in a fun manner, so that like we should not be feeling like it is just a normal meeting for our project or something. So people are just putting the not putting that much effort and just listening that. So I think that's good. And also as part of like as usual, when we speak for any kind of presentation or for any kind of meeting, so our main agenda, what we think as of now, is like just delivering our the topic what we have come for. But after seeing the kind of speeches happening here, I realized like it is not like just about just delivering what you have. It is like the way you are delivering, and it is like how you are basically making it more interesting, so that people can understand, and they can basically it can be more a realistic way, so that they can understand and they can basically feel that whatever I mean the speech, basically the kind of expression what the person who is delivering. So I think that's the very good thing happening, and definitely it's a good thing. Even I want to be the part and to learn the way the things are happening, and it will be really grateful for me also. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, Himanshu. Thank you so much. Some points from Rishabh as well. Rishabh, would you like to share something?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I thoroughly like enjoyed the session. The environment was quite supportive and engaging. So, I mean, so that speakers and everyone was in their comfort zone. It was made sure that everyone is comfortable. And there was a continuity in discussions. Like if the speaker is speaking, then there are people responding to it, and there is a continuity between the speakers, basically. Um, the even the table topic segments, these were like more focused on sort of impromptu speaking skills. So I believe it was a benefit. I mean, when we talk about a structural way of communicating. So, however, like one thing I would I mean, to add here, um, I mean, if there is more focus on a practical exercise, like more on voice modulation and a body language, so that would help further. And but overall, the meeting was like well organized, and I mean, I look forward to having more sessions here.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Rishabh. So just a small appeal from the guest, just try to attend the meeting offline. It would give you a better picture. And for any membership related queries, please reach out to Devi Tulasiram. She is present in the meeting. Ping her, bug her. So she will respond. All right. So thank you so much for joining. It's now time to end the meeting. Outside, I think it's not raining. We can go home safely. So thank you so much. Before closing, can we have a group photograph? Can we all come on video, please? And now on offline folks, please join me on the podium.
Who's going to take the photo?
Dinesh, Abhinav, anyone?
Okay, for everybody, let me take.
Abhinav,
I'll take.
yeah.
Anek is not there.
No,
He
he
left,
just
he
left.
left.
Just give me 1 second. I'll take. Keep smiling for 2 minutes.
I have taken few.
Thank you.
Good. Oh yeah.
All right, done.
Get smile. Yeah.
Done.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
everyone.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
All right.